Alright guys, welcome once more to the Dev Masters YouTube channel. So this is the 7th video in my ongoing series, which is about building a user-friendly to-do application using the Flask framework. Now if you haven't been following along in this series, I suggest that you should do so, because you need to have followed the previous videos for you to be able to go along with this one. So in this particular video, or let me say in the previous video, what I showed you guys how to do is how you can update your to-do and your category items, i.e. when, let's say for example, this is our to-do item, to-do list items. So let's say for this particular one, I want to change this buy clothes to buy hats, for example. I just click on this edit icon, and as you can see, I can edit it to whatever I want, and I click on enter. See, it has been edited successfully. The same thing for the category section. So let's say I want to change this awesome to, let's say, available. Click on enter. And as you can see, it has been updated successfully as well. So what I'm just going to be showing you guys now in this video is how we can delete items from our to-do list and also from our categories. That is, whenever you click on these delete icons, you should delete the specific to-do. So for example, if I click on this icon, it should delete this to-do item, which is buy sugar. If I click on this icon, it should delete these category items, which is not important. And if you remember from the beginning, I think it was in video 2, video 2 or video 3, sorry, when we're setting up our models with foreign key relationship. The way we set it up is that whenever you delete a category, it goes and deletes all the associated to-dos as well. So what that does mean is that, let's say, let me see, if you delete, I'm trying to look for a category that has more than one to-do item. Okay, like this basic category now that has 2 to-do items associated with it. If I delete this basic category, it's going to go and delete these 2 to-do items as well. So as always, I've already written an article about the steps to follow along in this process, so I'm just going to be coding along with it. This is the article right here. Don't worry, I'll leave a link down to it in the description. So to begin, as you know, we are going to be working with 2 models, that is the category and the delete model. So the first one is for the to-do items. When you want to delete to-do items, we have, if you remember, we have a delete function, delete to-do function, although it's empty for now. So what you just need to do, wait, let me even show you guys the function. You go to your index.html. Is it? Okay, yeah, so this is what it should look like for you right now. As you can see, it should currently be empty. If you copy that template, our basic HTML template string, so this should be what it looks like for you now. It should be empty. What you just need to do now is to come here and copy this code. I will explain what each line of code does. Copy this code and use it to replace this your delete to do function. And this delete to do function gets called whenever you click on that delete icon. So what it does now is that it makes a delete request to an endpoint which we are going to create in this our app.py file, and then it gets the response. If everything is okay, then it consoles out that to do with ID, that particular to do ID has been deleted. After that, then it redirects the user back to the home page, as you can see right here. That's the root page of our application. So that's the first step. The next step now is to create an endpoint that I told you about. So let me copy this right now, paste it, and go to our app.py where we're going to add it. Let's just add it right here. So what this does, as you can see, we have our endpoint, which is to-dos / the particular to-do ID. So what it does now is that it accepts delete requests, grabs that particular ID and uses it to query the database for that particular to-do item. Now, if the to-do item is not found, that is, let's say the ID that you are trying to, or the ID, the to-do item that you're trying to delete does not exist in the database, it returns a 404 not found error. But if it does exist, then deletes it and commits the changes to our database. After it does that, then it returns a success message that the item has been deleted successfully. Okay, so let me go back. Yes, okay, I explained all of this. So let's test it out now and see if it works. Let me refresh the page first of all. Okay, our page has been refreshed. Okay, let me go back to all so that we'll view all the to-dos. So let's say I want to delete this by hats to do item now, for example. Click on this. Can you see? It has been deleted successfully. Let me delete another one just so I can show you. Let's say I want to delete by sugar as well. Can you see? It has been deleted successfully. So what's going on now is that whenever we click on that delete icon, this is our list of to-do items, and this is the delete icon right here, right? So whenever you click on that delete icon, it calls that delete to-do function, passing along the particular to-do ID, that's the to-do item ID. When it passes along, then remember, like I said, it now makes a delete request to that particular endpoint, which then checks that it actually exists, and then it deletes it from the database. So that's all for deleting the to-do items. Let me show you guys about the categories now. So to-do category is very similar to that of to-do items as well. Same thing, you just have to copy this delete category. You go to your code, you should have a delete category function. Can you see this one right here? Currently empty. So just use it to replace it. It does the exact same thing. It gets, when that function is called, it gets called with the category ID. So it grabs that category ID and fetches, or should I say, makes a delete request to this endpoint, which we're also going to create in the app.py file as well. After it makes that delete request, then when it's deleted, it consoles it out and then redirects the user back to the home page as well. So as you can see, this delete category function is called whenever the trash icon is let me see, trash icon, where is it, yeah, as you can see, this is trash icon. Whenever it is clicked, then it calls that function and passes along the category ID, so you can see right here. So the next thing I need to do now is to go and create that function. This is the function right here, so just copy it, go to your app.py file and just add it below this delete to do out. So you can see delete categories. This is what our endpoint looks like. You see the endpoint is similar to what we have here. Is it? Yeah, as you can see, it's similar to what we have here. Categories, then category ID. Same thing here, categories, then that particular ID. So it creates the database for the um yeah, it creates the database for that particular category. The first thing that it does, if the category exists, then it should delete that category and commit it to our database. That's update our database, and returns that this JSON message that the category has been deleted successfully. If it doesn't exist, then it returns for not found error. So let me save this now and try it out. If everything works fine, let me refresh this. Okay, so let me first delete one that has no to do. So this important, for example, has no to do associated with it. So if I click on delete, can you see the category the important has been deleted successfully? Let me delete another one. Let's say available. It also has nothing associated with it, so let me delete it as well. Can you see that one has also been removed? So we now have what we have left now is not important and basic, right? You can see this basic has two to-do list items associated with it. If you remember from our code in our models, when we were designing our models before in relationship, specified it that the moment that you delete a particular category, you should go and delete all of the associated to-do items. So what that does mean is, watch this now. For example, if I delete this basic category, it should delete all these two to-do items that are associated with it. Okay, let me show you that it's not actually everything that's moving. Let me say I hats. Let me add it to the non-important category. And you just see, okay, as you can see, all categories, we have the three of them. Not important, we have only these to do associated with it. High basic, we have these two to do items associated with it. So let's say, let me delete it for example. Now, if I do this, can you see? We only have one to do item left. That category has been deleted and all the associated to do items has been deleted uh, as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this particular video. I just wanted to show you guys how you can delete your category and your to-do items. So as always, thanks for watching. Do ensure to like and subscribe the video, and I will see you guys next time.